और ये 2 कौड़ी का पॉडकास्ट है, इसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. दिस जस्ट टू गेट पीपल टू कम रीड बकर मैक्स. दैट्स इट. लाइक even I don't give a shit. Like even when I put this mic like a proper podcast guy, I feel like such a chutia. But I just do it
So
just because, like,
extreme.
huh? I'll
So
do
extreme.
I'll do anything to get people to come read comics. That's it. Like नंगा नाचना होगा, नाचूंगा मैं. Anyhow. Hey guys, welcome to Bakar Max Baatcheet, episode 3. And today we are talking about, in every episode we talk about one of the comics that's there on Bakar Max. Is episode mein hum log baat kar rahe hain. We have a lot of these Bangalore boys with us. So we'll speak a lot in English because Bangalore boys don't speak Hindi, you know. Why can't rest of the country learn the national language? I don't know that. But but
Why
so
you are a minority here, huh? You're a
Yes.
minority here.
how am I a minority? I'm Dalit. I have my own license. We don't know what Ashilesh is.
That means nothing.
That's my only card, so I just keep playing it. So we're going to talk about Musalman. We have with us someone who has created Musalman, Falah Faisal, who has been a stand-up comic, and he's been a writer. He's worked with TVF, Counterculture, a lot of different people, and has done is a graduate, is a PhD from University of Hard Knocks. And then we have with us Rahil Mohsin. Rahil is a friend of Bakar Max and is a great artist, has writes, and he has drawn, and he used to make, he's done Sufi comics, he has done his own graphic novels, and he's done a lot of collaborations. We have been Padosi at a lot of comic cons. And then we have with us Mr. Artist, the Artist Pud, who I have no idea why that name is the Artist Pud. I don't know that story. Do you want to briefly,
Can
Ashilesh?
do his origin story right now.
It
Can you just tell us the story? Where did the Artist Pud came from?
See, this I've managed to keep it like such a good secret, but we've used like my actual name throughout this podcast, and I'm like Q. But
Ashilesh beta?
But tell us the story
Ashilesh?
behind the name.
Ashilesh,
so,
तुम्हारा नाम आर्टिस्ट स्पड क्यों है?
okay, story actually बिल्कुल भी deep नहीं है. I was really fat and I had just started being an artist and I was looking for my artist tag. And one of my friend told me, bro, you should work out. You look like a potato. तो मैंने Google पे जाके potato के synonyms ढूंढे. तो spud था वहाँ पे. तो the artist spud.
ठीक है, but वही I think the greatest joy anybody. So there's this thing about nicknames. I'll tell you that सीधा मुंह पे, ठीक है. That nicknames are never supposed to be cool. ठीक है. If a nickname is cool, most probably the person gave it to themselves, right? Like nobody gives anybody, like somebody's name is Oye Papite, Oye Cockroach, Oye Bhadwe. Aise, like these are the nicknames. So I really feel proud we called you Asiles. And from now I'm going to not even call you Ashilesh. I'll call you Asiles.
Ashilesh.
Asiles. So Asiles is also here with us. And Asiles, known by the name Artist Pod. Whenever you're commenting on his artwork, please call him Asiles again and again till it picks up and becomes a thing. And everybody forgets that he's trying to project this cool name, the Artist Pod. Please, Asiles. Aaj se mission hai. So we're going to talk
It's not
about.
even that cool. I don't know why.
So we're going to talk about Musalman. It is Falah wrote this really beautiful run, an ongoing story, and Asiles illustrated it. And we're coming to a close there. Both of them are not going to work on it anymore. If you actually want to see both of them, work on it more, the issue is money. So buy both of them coffee individually, and I think best way to make Musalman happen is I think you buy Falah coffee.
Yes.
But if you want Asiles to grow also, buy him a coffee. So let's start with where did Musalman like come from? Like first, let's put this into context. You started doing Musalman ka this story narrative wala ek arc, like let's just call it a season, and this is finally coming to an end. So it's an interesting time to now sit and ponder thoda bahut, because although it's not like, you know, we have really uh, broken through into, you know, a new universe, and there's a 3D film out there, and you know लोग पागल हो गए हैं और तेरे बाथरूम जाते हुए तेरा वीडियो खींच रहे हैं, but it's just that it's an achievement in itself, I feel.
One small step for Musalman.
No, it's I personally feel like this is a recurring theme के बार बार बात होती है कि कॉमिक किसके लिए बना रहे हैं हम, तो it's like अपने जैसे चार चूतियों के लिए बना रहे हैं. So I feel just to finish that whole narrative that you wrote is a big deal. So let's start with this. And कि मुसलमान है क्या, आया कहाँ से, इस सब के बारे में बताओ जरा.
So this is a twofold answer. Actually, there's the simple answer and there's the intellectual answer. So the simple answer is ki, like, there's a friend of mine who used to do stand up, who still does stand up, called Amir Piran, and he had a joke ki, like, he looks like Muslim Clark Kent. Like that's what he would go up on stage and say, hey, don't you see I look like Muslim Clark Kent? So वहां से thought आया कि like Muslim Superman होगा तो कैसा होगा? Is where the thought began. And the deeper answer is that, like, growing up post 9/11 whatever, so all I've seen is like Muslims shown as terrorists, as you know, like informers. If they're not blowing something up, they're telling the police about other Muslims who are blowing something up. So, like, you know, I was tired of seeing that narrative being repeated over and over again, and
उसके
I
बीच
just
में
wanted to like
बॉलीवुड वाला नैरेटिव नहीं आया जिसमें लाइक दंगा हो रहा होता है एंड देन बीच में एक बुढ़े वाइस मुस्लिम अंकल आते हैं कि तुम सब आपस में क्यों लड़ते हो, शर्म करो, ऐसा कुछ. That
I think I stopped watching Bollywood quite early on. I don't remember these.
God.
मैं अंग्रेजी के मूवी से पला बड़ा हूँ.
Celebrity.
Bollywood
And
तो
I was young, we never went back.
ठीक है. Then let's stick with फिर अंग्रेजी रेफरेंस, बट बहुत गंदी गंदी रेफरेंस है. I remember हम साथ साथ हैं में शक्ति कपूर was like this पूरी फैमिली का मुस्लिम बेस्ट फ्रेंड.
Yeah.
And he had fucking no job. All he would do is come with a ढोकली जिसमें उसका नाम लिखा था और उसको बजाता रहता था वो चूतिए की तरह. God. हाँ, but continue please.
So it was born out of that initially, and this was in 2017ish, where like I had the thought, and around that time I saw this movie called American Splendor, which is about the creation of the comic by Harvey Pekar, and I went like, man, this guy is like a clerk in Kansas. He can make a comic, then why can't I? Type of a thing. So the only other person who I knew who was making superhero comics at that time was George Abu Pen, who makes Rastroman. So I called him up. I was like, can you please help me out? I have this thought, I have this idea. How do I do this? And that time Chaco was a collaborator with him. So he was like, okay, it might not be something I would want to do, but Chaco can help you out. So like the first initial few comics were just like made by Chaco whenever he had free time, whenever I had a new thought.
George give you any reason के like why doesn't he want to like do it? क्या था reason?
So his main thing was that the initial Musalman stories are a lot of action and dynamic, whereas like his are a lot more stagnant still images that he prefers drawing. He was like Chaco is a little more action oriented dude in terms of drawing, so that's why he passed it on to Chaco. So
basically, you're saying Apu Pen draws like boring static panels, and he was not good enough.
I'm not trying to start a beef, but yeah.
Okay, ठीक है, got it. So Apu Pen draws boring stuff, which is like single boring panels, and that's why you went with Chaco. Like he himself said, Chaco. He said, "मेरे से नहीं होगा." Okay.
So yeah, that's where it started. That time it used to be very sporadic, like one in like 3-4 months. Whenever I'd have the thought or he'd have the time, we'd draw something, we'd make something up. So and our first one that he made itself went viral. The
Yeah.
Musalman versus Romeo squad, where like when we put up around the time when Me Too was just like starting off,
And this
and I
is
put
what year?
2017, like
2017.
October 2017 is when this was, where the Me Too movement was just kicking off, and Musalman ka there was this take where like girls going, he saves her but says, if you'd worn a burqa, I wouldn't have to. And that one just, I don't know, it hit a sentiment worldwide where people from like Brazil, fucking Italy, Spain, everybody was like, oh fuck, this is hilarious, sort of a thing. So that was the initial splash on Facebook, and then nothing generated that sort of traction ever again.
Hmm.
उसके बाद में nothing really hit the punch the same way.
God, you just brought it to such a sad note. Like छोड़ फिर बात भी क्यों कर रहे हैं चल ठीक है okay हाँ so that was the podcast मुसलमान पहला कॉमिक
No,
छप गया पूरा it broke the internet उसके बाद कुछ नहीं हुआ
you're talking about pre-Ashilesh times, right? Like,
Oh, thank God you
so
said that.
there are two eras to the comics is pre Ashilesh and post Ashilesh.
yes, definitely.
ठीक है so um, I remember that I saw photos of you dressed as Musalman. You went to one of the comic cons,
Hmm.
right? And which one was this? Which comic con did you go to?
This is the Bangalore Comic Con that happened in 2017 only. 2017, 2018.
And you're doing
20.
all of this while Narendra Modi has become India's prime minister.
Well, Bangalore is a safe city, dude. Comparatively.
For
Yeah,
now.
हाँ, you have
I
like
don't
great
know.
positive leaders like Tejasvi Surya. Nice
This
people.
is very supportive.
So, I mean, it was in Whitefield, so it's like outside his jurisdiction.
I like कैसे तू अपनी कैटेगरी धीरे धीरे और छोटी करता जा रहा है then finally मेरा flat is a safe space बाहर कुछ
No, but like even the Comic Con was still a relatively safe space, but like I think the first Indie Comics Fest happened, which was on MG Road, which is like the heart of fucking Bangalore.
Hmm.
And there also I set up everything. Nobody was like really coming to the stall. I went, I changed into costume, and I sold like 5K worth of posters that day. And like they asked me to give a talk as well, so I was in full costume giving a talk on MG Road, standing up on a podium. And Bangalore was still relatively safe.
So
Like, I think
again, I want to dial back and go to Comic Con. When you went there, they had absolutely no problems with you going in costume, and you're calling yourself literally Musalman. Anybody who doesn't have a clue about the character, it literally means a Muslim, right? Musalman. तो किसी को कोई problem नहीं हुआ.
90% of people thought I was playing General Aladdin because of the beard. Like everybody
But-
hey, that Sacha Baron Cohen movie.
So I think that's the memory I have before Rahil connected us. So
Yeah.
that's the memory I had because I love practical jokes. और
Mhm.
मेरे को वो मतलब anybody who's trying to do anything with humor by literally wearing something, doing something, because that takes balls, right?
Yeah.
Because like I'm also a cartoonist, so I know that side of the world where I won't say anything but अपने कमरे में बंद होके I hate the world वो बना दूंगा मैं, but I don't have the balls to go and wear a uniform and do that. But having done some part of it, like I used to dress as Lata Mangeshkar on stage. So I really appreciated when I saw you in full character. And that was, I think, my memory of like other than the strip Chaco wala jo tha. And they are still on Facebook, Chaco wali jo strips thi.
Oh no, I got off Facebook and deleted everything off Facebook. So maybe somewhere on Reddit or something you might find the old one, but I'm no longer on Facebook, no presence. So.
Okay. We can try and
But yeah, so like to complete the point that you were making, most people who know me know that I have like a death wish. Even when I used to do stand up, I used to talk about like if I don't get a fatwa before I turn 30, I think life's not complete or whatever. So yeah, I have like a death wish. Assassination is part of my life plan. So hence,
I honestly feel के मतलब उसको we can discount and say a lot of things, but so it goes in one of the two directions ना. जो लोग ऐसे honest तरीके से कुछ कर रहे हैं, they become really fucking boring, right? They bore you with lectures to death, and you're here doing something funny, but at the same time you're honest. So I think that's a good like mixture दोनों दुनिया का. So where does Mr. Rahil come into the picture? Rahil जो Comic Con में मेरा eternal पड़ोसी था for till COVID fucked us over.
Yeah, Fala to, I mean, I think I knew Fala even before I knew him as a comic artist. Before I actually like quit my job and everything, the company that I used to work in, Fala udhar pe pehle काम कर चुका था, and everybody was talking about this one guy करके, फला करके एक लड़का है, he is a stand up comedian, वो कुछ comics में कर रहा है, and then
and it would go into वो आइडिया सुनाना शुरू करता है तो बंद नहीं करता, 2 घंटे तक आइडिया सुनाता रहता है.
no, तब तक तो उतना टाइम नहीं था अपने पास बात करने को तो
हाँ.
but हाँ, 2 years after that, I think Indie Comics Fest में like I saw the name Fala Faisal and I was like, अरे हाँ ये वो ही होगा. And then that's how we met and spoke, and ये भी मेरा पड़ोसी ही था Indie Comics Fest के time पे.
सही.
And at that point, I was this person where, because I didn't have an illustrator regularly, every person who even draws, I would go up and be like, hey, I have this story, will you draw my comic? So I'd approach practically every illustrator I meet, and Rahil was like one of them.
Yeah.
Did Rahil end up drawing any of those?
He was too busy. He was like, I'll have time in December or June next year, and I'm like, मुझे अब बनाना है.
I like कैसे
तो पूछेगा मैं बोलूँगा December.
तेरे को कैसे आर्टिस्ट लोग ने गोली दिया है, like everybody is finding like innovative reasons. Some is saying time नहीं है, दूसरा Apu Pen is saying, you know, my drawing is not dynamic enough.
Dynamic.
I'll actually come to that point also, because it's a this writer artist partnership. So then you and I, Rahil, we would meet at I think all Comic Cons, and we would hold each other's stall while I go get chai, while you go get chai. Sometimes we'll do the sutta break. Yeah. And while you would smoke sutta chup kar बीवी से कि वो देख लेगी, and I would be facilitating that whole little scam. So you told me about Fala, and you told me specially about this Saas Bahu story, where this Bahu goes back in the past, and that Fala you have to. So the story, if I remember it, correct me, कि वो बहू अपनी सास से बहुत परेशान है, and she goes back in time and sees कि उसकी सास ने कितना struggle किया है life में, and then eventually she sort of relates with her, right?
Yeah.
And I liked that so much, and I was like, ठीक है. I was really not that कि मुझे मुसलमान के लिए करना है. I got more hooked because of this story.
Yeah.
And then I think Rahil introduced us, and when we came to Bangalore, we again, one of the things to just make people read the comic, we did this comics meetup where Ashilesh came in. So Ashilesh, तुमको कहाँ से क्या, now you come into the picture.
So I met Rahil in some Comic Con only. I don't remember. 2018, 2019. 2019 ही होगा.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where so Comic Con is like the one time I get to experience my world. Otherwise, my parents are like, "Kya pad raha hai?" So I met Rahil there, and that's when I pretty much bugged him enough. I bought like quite a few comics from him at the time, and then we got in touch. Yeah.
I actually don't know, but are you completely self-taught, or did you ever study art? I have zero idea. I've never sat down. We have never had a detailed conversation one-on-one.
So I studied architecture for 3 years, and then I dropped out. And then I did ek saal ka arena graphic animation. Would not recommend. But I got a certificate out of it, which I could show my parents. So that was like my way out. फिर उसके बाद बस YouTube देखो, छापो. And there's no other process, but it's very much self-taught.
हाँ मतलब like we were discussing पहले भी, right? Our professions are marathons. They're not a 100-meter
Yeah.
sprint तो है ही नहीं. Anywho, so you then, what motivated you to come to that stupid event we had put together, but in that beautiful, beautiful place? The venue was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
हाँ, so
Uh, I was freelancing at the time, और मैं बस logo वगैरह बनाता था लोगों के लिए. So I wasn't able to do like a lot of creative things that I would do. So those things I would do for myself, and I really wanted to make comics. And Rahil at the time was the only actual comic book artist that I knew personally to a certain extent. Like I know this person who makes comics that people read. So also I was like looking for any kind of opportunity to make connection and get some kind of job.
हाँ ये बोलना था पहले.
Very very desperate at that time. So क्या कहते हैं, तारे एकदम proper line में आए थे उस दिन. It was like perfect timing. So when Rahil announced it, even though the place you guys picked is like in the other side of the city, I had to travel way too much for this, but I guess it was worth it. So that's how I got to that event.
and what?
Then
How did this meeting Fala, this thing happen?
In my
yeah, so
case-
we were doing this Alcoholics Anonymous thing where we would all
proper
just tell our
this is not Alcoholics Anonymous. It's like a romantic evening wala discussion where you met Fala, और Fala के हाथ से paper गिर गया, उसके script थी, then you helped pick him up, then your eyes locked in, and वैसा. That's the story I want to hear. कि क्या, like in that whole crowd, what attracted you to Fala?
So the story,
yeah, I think
from my
Fala has the
perspective, how
romantic
it
side
was
of
that
it.
when we were all introducing ourselves, and when it came to me, I stood up and I'm like, I write Musalman, and like pura room hasa, but iska hasi mujhe dikha across the room. Like the way he laughed stood out to me.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, this person really likes it, so I must talk to him.
Vulnerable लग रहा है.
So after the discussion got over, I went up to him and I looked at his sketchbook, and I remember still that he'd drawn Captain America, and it was very Captain Planet, and it was very well detailed. So I was like, hey, if he knows how to draw superheroes, he can draw Captain Planet. I'm pretty sure he can draw Musalman.
Right. And I remember उस जगह पे when we met there, the biggest like mind fuck thing for me was you. Like you just will not shut up. Like, right? And that's like after me, that's the like the most irritating person I've met. After me is you, right? Like I don't shut up, and I was like, "Ye kaun hai jo another person who just fucking does not know that everybody is bored, they're leaving now, but is just continuing telling his ideas one after the other, and all of them are smashing, right? All of them are fucking gold,
Yeah.
right? Like every single one of them, and I've told you that I want to sit down, work on each one of them. Like God give me money, time, space, and like the ability to kill yourself and steal all your ideas. But like going from lighter man, like that's such a random idea. घर में किसी को भी cigarette जलाना, lighter man comes in, जलाता है और चले. That's it. That's the comic. And
such a simple idea, but it's a cursed idea. Every attempt I've made to try and bring that to life falls apart in terrific ways.
Do not be worried, my friend. Abhi next 4 days, I'm going to have absolutely Vela time, and I think I'll just sit down and draw Lighter Man, and that's it. We'll make it happen. खत्म करते हैं. बहुत हो गया. And उसके अलावा this other idea, Sexit, like that's mind-boggling. Sexit is like a feature film, and you and I have had so many disagreements. It's such a beautiful idea, right? South India realizes that all of India is fucking North India. कूड़ा है, हम लोग इतने intelligent है, they exit North India. And it's just I've told 2 right now, and that day he's on like one after the other, and I think most of the ladai also I've had with you since about any discussions वगैरह, it's just because I know the value in these ideas, and like all of us creative people have this self-destructive thing, right?
Yeah.
Where they're not happening, it irritates. Like I'm pretty sure it irritates you, but irritates me as well now, because you have now by fucking captured me into your
Yeah.
fucking nasty world and planted these viruses in my head as well. So हाँ, तो मेरा तो उस
No,
दिन
but
I was
I
like,
really think
हाँ, go on,
with
go on.
Musalman also it took a long time to cook, like, you know, so even with Sextet also I feel like it'll cook, and by the time the dish is ready it will be better than anything that I might think of now or 2 years ago or whatever.
No,
Let it
I agree. I agree with that, philosophy of writing and making things, that slow cooking is better than, rushing through things.
yeah.
Like sometimes things just take their own sweet time. Like you can't rush it.
Mhm.
And it's just wo us time pe I think we have to fight with insecurity a lot.
Mhm.
And uh, that's that. But so that day, after that whole thing happened, I was committed that I want to work with you. And we came back, we started discussing, and by that time Ashilesh is already drawing concept sketches of the character, right?
Mhm, mhm.
And all of them were like pretty. एक में उसने बंदर जैसा मूवी बना दिया था. Musalman had an ape like face also in one of those.
I was trying to be very macho, but Hanuman ban gaya wo.
हाँ सही में हनुमान हनु मुसल
Hanuman.
हुसल मैन. हाँ but
Literally move.
so and then I think you and I had an argument about how you wanted to write it, and I think I was the one who was pushing you to do a story wala narrative where there was some disagreement between us, right? uh,
So in the sense where, like, I think even when we met, Musalman wasn't what it is in my head as it was, as it has become now. Because, like, you know, origin story is that big thing that weighs on anybody. Ki, like, hero kahan se aaya, kaun sa hai? Like that time, my thought on it was ki, like, he's a weapon of mass destruction that Saddam Hussein had, or some weird narrative like that. So it was never this in my head even when we met. Like it was like over the period of those few months where like the idea got refined. And so basically I'd gone to Raipur to attend a film festival where my film was showing. On the way back we missed our train and had to catch a connecting train in Nagpur. And jo hua tha, me and my friend who were both traveling together, we reached Nagpur. We have 3 hours to kill, and I'm the kind of guy who's doing like, यहाँ पे RSS का headquarters है ना, जाके देखना है क्या? And my dost is like मेरे जैसे ही चूतिया, who's like चल देखते हैं. So we go there, we are wandering around there. Like, you know, mob comes together, cops come, they arrest us, all of that stuff happened. Like almost survival.
you're in Nagpur, and Narendra Modi, the fucking psychopath, is the prime minister of the country. You're
And Delhi
Muslim,
riots are happening.
and
And Delhi riots are happening at the same time.
Delhi
Like Delhi riots had just gotten over in Feb.
Delhi riots happened अभी ये CA NRC के time पे. So
that had just gotten over. So
wait,
everything was
is
like
it happening in 2019, 2020?
2020.
Oh wait, but we started. When did we start the first one? The first Musalman जो राहिल इसने
March,
Ashilesh-
April.
Okay,
March,
okay.
April.
Cool. हाँ, so the Delhi के riots have just finished, and you go to RSS का headquarter in Nagpur. Okay. And
And we arrived there, it's evening, it's closed. So we are taking a walk out. We're leaving the place where some plainclothes person comes up to us and he's like, "Who are you? Why are you here? Show us your ID card." Mob forms, they pull us into like a schoolyard. They take away our phones, take away our like my camera, everything, and the whole mob's building up. They're filming us, you know, that stuff. And out of nowhere, these two cops come and like sort of rescue us from the mob. And it took us to a police station where we were kept for about 20 hours, where I was interrogated by practically every intelligence agency in the country, where I had to explain my life over and over again to about 20 odd people over the period of a day. Like, you know, kya karta hai, kyun karta hai. And it's like, in a comedian term, this was the toughest room imaginable. Like, you know, one wrong thing and future bye-bye type of room, right? And in that process, like I think that single day leveled up my writing to another level. Like, you know,
wait. So did you tell them मैं मुसलमान करके comic बनाता हूँ, वो सब बोला या नहीं?
that was the greatest ego boost I got. because like the intelligence bureau, when they came to investigate me, the first thing that the intelligence bureau guy told me was, dude, the sense of humor on your comic is next level.
Seriously.
Yeah, this was only
Damn.
still when like my Tipu Sultan film and my early comics had come out. He was like, the sense of humor on your page is next level. Was what
I
the
can't
IB
believe
guy
it, यार. मेरे दिमाग में everybody who works in intelligence is मूंछ और side partition वाला एक uncle who only
ये
knows how to
young-
beat people.
ये young banda था, like he was in his 30s, early 30s. So I got lucky. I was very, very lucky to survive that day that I went through. But that day leveled up my writing, because like if you look at my writing that I did before I went to jail to after I went to jail, Zameen Asman ka farak hai.
Wait,
And I
wait,
think-
wait. Did you actually go to jail? Yeah, you're talking about that 20-hour interrogation.
They kept us in lockup basically, like
Okay.
in the place for about 20 hours. Like,
Was it a full lockup experience? Like प्लेट में
No,
प्याज
it was
और
a-
रोटी घिस ऐसे धक्का मार के दिया और
नहीं नहीं
घिसते हुए आई?
हमें बिरयानी मिला.
What the fuck? Seriously?
So like it was like, so basically like full scenes were happening, right? Big cars are coming, they're pulling up, like IG DG कोई आ रहा है, like बड़े cars आ रहे हैं. But when finally the DG came and sat down and said क्या चल रहा है, and then they found out what actually happened, and I'd taken a photograph of an old door, and they were like, photo dekha, and I showed the photo, and the DG was like, you pulled me out of bed for this. Like you guys could have handled it. Like what the fuck sort of thing, right? So after that, it was just a matter of like explaining to them that we are harmless people. This was a complete misunderstanding, an accident, whatever the fuck. And by the first night itself, we convinced them. But like formality ke hisab se, we had to be interrogated by every agency. So like once they figured out we are harmless, biryani aaya. We didn't even have to sleep in the lockup. We slept where the cops in the night shift sleep and stuff like that. So it was like, we've got 5-star treatment in the jail.
And that's,
Dude, like-
I think ये जो लोग ह्यूमर लिखते हैं ना, somehow उनकी लाइफ में हमेशा कुछ भी घटिया भी होगा तो like this sideline का सब ट्रैक होता है ना, राइटिंग में क्या कहते हैं उसको, बी ट्रैक, ए ट्रैक, बी ट्रैक. सो बी ट्रैक में कि ह्यूमर साइड फ्लेवरिंग चलता रहता है ना.
Because every cop that came to interrogate me left laughing. कि मैंने सबको हंसाया वहाँ पे भी. Like you know, like how you said, like I didn't shut up at the meetup. I didn't shut up at the police station as well. Like you know, I was like, मेरे कहानियाँ चल रहे थे वहाँ पे भी.
हाँ, wait, first to be clear, I didn't say तूने मुझे हंसाया. What I said was you fucking irritated me to death.
In my head, I was
spin it
I was
around
being
in your head. You're painting yourself a hero in your own head.
So even like there, right? So when I was coming back from Orissa, I picked up 2 kgs of tomatoes, organic tomatoes on the way back. So whenever they called, check my bag, the first thing I would pull up is like, ये देखिए sir, 2 kg organic tomato. So they're like, कौन है यार?
So how did you said it affected your writing? So how did it affect your
Yeah.
writing?
Because it was the toughest room I was playing, so I had to be funny to save my life. And in the process of explaining my life over and over again, it gave me like a thinking, like, okay, I kind of have an idea of what I want to write about. And another thing was, I understood what was on the line. Like, you know, मेरे साथ कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है, so might as well tell the best story, sort of a thing. And it gave me a huge ego boost because, like, you know, like IB is telling me my writing is good, NIA guy is telling me I'm good looking, why am I single, all of this shit. So, like, after having survived my
Wait,
ego
what
was
the
at, like,
fuck? ये क्या है? Was this an orgy with the state
No,
police? क्या था? Did they start like putting like cream on your hands and then one guy started singing गाने पीछे? What the fuck is happening here?
So, ऐसा हुआ कि NIA वाला तो जो था, he was like interrogating me and he was telling me, I called your school friends and I know everything about you. I know kind of person you are. I know you've met Shah Rukh Khan with like some criminals and all that stuff, and he was bluffing. Finally, he found photos of me and my ex on my phone, and he was like, "ये कौन है? कहाँ मिला? कैसे? क्या किया?" And I was like, "How is this relevant?" And he was like, "पहली girlfriend थी." I'm like, "हाँ, पहली girlfriend थी." And the moment I said that, the dude melted. He was like, "क्यों कर रहे हो ऐसा बेटा? Like तुम ऐसे इतना good looking हो, women should be lining up to date you."
अरे,
Like,
where are these complimenting policemen? like they're sending pickup lines. उसने पुलिस वाले ने तेरे को ये भी बोला you're you know is your father God because you're an angel, ये सब भी बोला. क्या था ये? Like they're
they
just
kept
like 2 inches away from pickup lines.
And they kept asking me if I was a communist when they were interrogating me, and I was saying I'm an anarchist. And my luck would have it that none of them had heard the word anarchy before. So I had to explain anarchism, I had to explain atheism, like all of these. Like I was basically general knowledge class for them, and they were just like, "हाँ और बताओ type." You know, listen.
I think ये वही है वो. Although I'm surprised as well, but I think this is my expectation from my nation. That my nation is this retarded. This is like this kind of mental retardedness I can accept from, you know, India, the great nation of India. Okay. And there's one thing also happens, and I actually always wanted to ask it on, we never sat down and discussed it. So when you sent me the Chaco Wali comics, right? And first our thought was, let's publish those. Let's begin with those. And, but I was worried at some point because I thought there could be some, you know, Muslim phobia in it, right? Because तब तक जो वो narrative था ना, वो थोड़ा shift हो चुका था. Like उससे पहले, whenever, you know, all of this, the comics you were making made sense, right? Because they were making this extreme joke. But uske baad, the victimization of, you know, Muslims in this country had started reaching another levels, right? तो उस समय तो प्रॉब्लम ही मेरे को लग रहा था यार, ये इस्लामोफोबिया तो नहीं हो रहा, मैं चेक करूं किसी से. तो आई कॉल्ड अप अनस, हु इज अनदर फ्रेंड ऑफ बकर मैक्स एंड हमारा मुस्लिम फ्रेंड, एंड he is like, I think the only, so whenever I meet person of any specific ethnicity, so I overcompensate. So so whenever I meet a northeastern person, I'm like, I try and do too much of, हाँ मैं pork भी खाता हूँ, मैंने पूरा रात दिन pork खाता हूँ, like I do extreme. So there's very few people of, you know, specific religion, ethnicities वगैरह जिनके साथ I don't overdo, and Anas is one of them. And so I showed the comics to Anas, and Anas said, you know, these are good, and there are these 2-3 which might, you know, show Islamophobia to some extent. So then you and I started talking, but ये जो narrative shift हुआ, right, which I think you did perfectly, कि पुराना जो situation था और ये जो एक नया situation बन रहा था, and you started capturing that in the comic. So was it also like नागपुर से वहाँ कुछ आया? Was it a conscious choice? कैसे हुआ ये?
So I think there were 2 or 3 things that happened, where like another Bucker Max piece that we did, which was Churma commissioned about how I plan to die. Which was actually like the first comic that me and Ashilesh also did work on together, that in my opinion was like a good comic, was because at that point I had to consider my death or whatever as an artist, or whatever the philosophical angles to that were. So when I did that, I think the process of writing that also unlocked a few things in my head. But really what happened was, last year Ramzan happened, and after like some 12 years of not fasting, I decided to fast. Like, you know, it's like I want to know what it felt like, what am I missing out on, type of a thing. Because like for me, I stopped fasting around the time 9/11 happened and stuff, when Osama was a big deal and all of that stuff. I was like, is this my religion? I had those questions, and I moved away. And now I was like coming back to it, saying that let me reconsider and let me fast again. So I was fasting, and well, you're not allowed to smoke while you're supposed to be fasting, but me being me, we smoke in the evenings after opening the fast. So it was like the last 10 days of Ramzan, where they believe the Quran was completed, the holy time, is where like a friend of mine had come over and he rolled this fat joint, and I'd been fasting the whole day and had that whole thing going on. And we sat in my balcony and we lit that joint, and over the conversation over that joint is where this whole narrative just dropped in my head. कि like, you know, बातचीत में पूरा story आधे घंटे में पूरा आ गया. So once my friend left, all I had to do was like write it all down, because it just dropped in my head in that holy time.
सही. हाँ, and I remember, मतलब your scripts also, I think वो time पे I think you and Ashilesh were like in sync to another level. Ashilesh, how are you like turning all of this around so fast? Like क्या था, मतलब कैसे हुआ था ये? धड़ाधड़ बना रहे थे तुम लोग.
I mean, realistically, मेरे पास और कुछ नहीं था करने के लिए.
Okay, unemployed, great.
But like उसके बाद I think the best part about working with Fala is his script, the way he gives it to me कि I just have to execute. मेरा ज़्यादा creative thinking नहीं है उसमें. हाँ यहाँ वहाँ I have to figure things out, but most of it is within the script. I just have to like put it on like in like visual whatever. So with that helped me make these comics a lot more quicker. But being unemployed definitely helps.
I disagree though, because मैं हर कॉमिक जब देखता हूँ ना, there's something that you do, like you add things which are not really, you know, written or required. There are, you know, from textures to how you light a scene, you do a lot of things, right? And I think उसका सबसे बढ़िया example is the other comic, right? Faladin. I think Faladin also is a beautiful, beautiful story, and but I really like how Faladin has a lot of those things, right? Where he does so much which
Is everyone stuck?
you know is not there in the script. Okay, so now you guys have finished. How many chapters are there to Musalman?
10, I think.
Okay, so 10 chapters, and
So no, the last one, the Ravan one, will be the 10th chapter. I think
the 10th chapter, and अब ये खत्म हो रहा है, and you and Rahil have decided to not work on it anymore together. Sorry, you and Ashilesh. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That too.
Before we get there,
वो भी हुआ था.
Before we get there, let me just finish one more bit of the origin thing. Right?
Oh God, he's doing that. He's doing that thing. He is going to speak for 3 hours now. हम लोग यहाँ बैठेंगे और ये I will tell you one more idea. और ये एक और ये मेरे को आया था दिमाग में. ये लो उसके 5 चैप्टर सुनो.
No. Last.
Oh God,
I think another.
I'm giving you 1 minute. You have 1 minute. Go on. Yeah.
So another thing that happened was I read Joseph Campbell ka Hero with 1,000 Faces, which basically gives you the template of a myth, which is what George Lucas read before making Star Wars, what Wachowski read before making Matrix or whatever. So it gives you a template of what a myth is supposed to hit, like in terms of pointers. So for me, part of the writing, the reason why it became so easy was I was just following the template that Campbell lays out in his book about how to make a myth. You
know that you're talking to like absolute idiots on this podcast. Like nobody on this podcast has like IQ above 20. I can speak for Rahil with pretty much confidence.
Same name.
Yes.
मेरे को अशिलेश पे इतना थोड़ा डाउट है because he was talking about all his fancy podcast जिसके लिए वो सोफा ड्रॉ कर रहा है. Which I'm going to steal, but I don't trust Ashilesh's low IQ. But me and Rahil, I definitely know. Both of us have like, so whatever was your this myth thing, whatever, like keep it to yourself. किसी को नहीं समझ. ठीक है. हाँ. All of us are interested in कितने likes मिलेंगे जब comic छपता है. That's it. That's the start. That's the end.
Yeah.
That's it. Like fuck it. Nobody wants your fucking fancy theories. Wear a monocle, go to fucking New York fancy.
जब San Diego जाऊंगा तो ये बोलूंगा तो.
हाँ, NYU में film making सीख जाके. Okay. So now one question I had is, you know, you and Ashilesh are, I think, you are this one unique thing on Bucker Max where you are an artist writer, you know, team, right? We haven't published a lot of people who are artist writers because it's a difficult thing to pull off, right? I'm not going by Western countries. I'm just going by my experience so far, right? I started off with writing and I know how difficult it is to get an artist. Second, to get a sane artist. Right? And third is to get that fucking artist to do their job on time. And Ashilesh will laugh right now, but it's a thing, right? And it's a very difficult thing जिसके चक्कर में एंड में इरिटेट होके मैंने अपनी ड्राइंग को ही इम्प्रूव कर लिया. एक्चुअली मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं है प्रॉब्लम लाइफ में. तो I just wanted both of you, like your perspective as a writer and your perspective as an artist. is this better? Is this a better way of doing things? And Rahil also, because Rahil has done collaborations, a lot of collaborations with writers. Is this a better way of doing things? Or, when you write and draw yourself, do you think that's a better way of doing things?
I think it is better when the writer has absolutely no artistic skill when it comes to drawing. Then I think it works. If I feel like if Fala could draw even a little bit, then we would have way too many clashes in deciding what way to go. So it is good that Fala can't draw for shit. So that's where I can shine.
I agree, because I think specialization is a really important thing, right? Specialization and compartmentalization of stuff. So I know I can write really well. I'd rather find somebody who can draw way better to execute it, because I know I would not get like even a percentage of what he does.
Okay.
And I'm a very terrible storyteller, so I would not know how to write a story. So that works for me even better, that Fala can write really well.
Say great. Now I know your where you don't trust yourself. Okay. Rahil, your thoughts?
Rahul does both, so
yeah.
So most of it, like most of my collaborations are usually to earn money so that I can sort of like spend more time in doing my own thing, which is writing and drawing. For now, I haven't been published as a writer and an artist. All of my published works are as an artist, and it's different to work with different writers. Sometimes if you find a writer who also knows a bit of art or has a good art background, but for some reason is not able to work on their work, and they're hiring an artist, it tends to get a little difficult. But also वहाँ पे बहुत सारा opportunity है learning के लिए, where I collaborated with one writer a couple of years back. His name is David Thomas from some place.
Goraland, somewhere in Goraland.
Some Goraland.
Where his child goes to high school, gets bullied there, and he comes, drinks वो beer, और beer के लिए उसको opener नहीं चाहिए होता, वो गोल घूम के खुलती है beer. So that Gora life basically. Wow.
So yeah, so it gets a little difficult, but I think as an artist, like if you know that this is something that I am working on, so that I have like a bigger plan for myself, like some personal project that I'm working on, then it usually helps when you're listening to the writer, because the writer ka jo hota hai, like the way they visualize a story will be a little like different from the way you visualize it. So I think like most of the time I get away with making things work is just by like getting done whatever the writer tells me to. Like that's about it.
I think उस मामले में मैं काफी ऐसे कट्टर हो चुका हूँ that I don't know, somehow I believe when a person writes it and draws it themselves, some kind of magic happens there. And although on the other hand, like whenever I've collaborated with someone where someone else has illustrated something I have written, or if I've edited somebody else's comic, the biggest problem I have is that मैं ना अपने आप को गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर में देखा है, वो हंटर मारता है अपने आप को, वो पीयूष मिश्रा. So I have that method with the comics I make, right? I don't show it to anyone. It's an internal thing that I want सबके सामने तो ha, let me tell you one more joke, ho. But अंदर ही अंदर I'm like, मैं अपने आप को कोड़े मारता हूँ अपनी comics पे. So when I collaborate with someone, and when I'm collaborating with you, I will also ask you, and I think 90% of my time goes in saying sorry. Like I just keep saying sorry, ये एक और change है, sorry यार इसको कर सकते हैं, sorry ये कर सकते हैं. And there have been at times when people have got pissed at me, like क्या है ये, मतलब क्या इतना, like get your head out of your ass या पता नहीं क्या. And I have never been like that's why like I think collaboration के terms are very few ये वाला scene. Writer.
I really think I got lucky with Ashilesh. I don't know if I would be able to do the same with most other artists or anybody who I might come across. Because oftentimes, what happens is the finished page that comes from Ashilesh is 20, 30 times better than anything I'd imagined. It usually exceeds my imagination in terms of how he illustrates it. So I think it's just a matter of me getting very lucky with this collab.
Yeah, Ashilish is quite awesome, man. And I'm glad that he's working on other things also now.
Yeah.
His painting series, वो pandemic के time पे हुआ था ना?
हाँ.
Ashilish का exhibition.
But-
That was freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, but this is like the issue I've had with making Musalman is that when I started off like as an artist, my goal was to make comics. That was like my goal. And with Musalman, I feel like I achieved it way too soon. And now I'm like, ab kya karo? I'm like lost at this point.
अभी Christian बनाओ.
Huh, so I actually found this interesting. Ke, Ashilesh, you just said, right? Ke, your goal was to make a comic, now you've made it.
Yeah.
And now you're thinking about ab kya karu.
Yes, very much.
I personally feel that's a very good place to be in. Like, and I think you should do the riskiest thing that you can think of right now, except child pornography.
I think that's more illegal than risky, but okay.
Or get COVID.
Or getting COVID. Okay.
No, like, yeah, I do appreciate the time I have, but it's just a very lost feeling of, because if I do a comic, I don't think it'll be nearly as good as Musalman, and I already have that in my head. So I'm like, what's the point of starting one if I know it's not gonna be as good?
Hey man, like I'm always available to collaborate. It's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay, so we are just doing the same thing anyways. But,
No, but like
yeah.
also, if you see Ashilesh's artwork style has evolved so much over the last year because we're going through the process of
Exactly.
reposting comics. And if you look at the first
Hmm.
one we did, which was Musalman versus Coronavirus, to about now,
It is so bad.
changed so much. Like, and I think
Yeah.
that Musalman finds its roots was like a turning point, you know, where like we completely broke all rules of comic making in the process of making that comic, because like framing gaya uske, like, you know, the regular framing style is gone, the regular pacing style is gone. So we just completely like wrote our own rule book in the process of making it, and his art style is like taken off at another level.
Like there's this like his style, Ashilesh's style, what I like the most about it, it exists in this strange space which is between realistic, absolutely realistic, to absolutely cartoony, which
Right.
which is a very fantastic thing to pull off. There are not many people who can do that, because it's a strange place to be in, right? Because you're constantly being pulled in one of the two directions. So,
oh my god, it just describes so much of my struggle in that one statement. Because I'm like, because when I finish the first page, now I have to maintain that level of everything throughout the rest of the pages. And more often than not, because it's the first page, I put full effort. Now I'm like, this is not worth it. I need to do this for the next 10 pages, which is quite a bit. But yeah, I think like with each comic, I've tried like something new every time, just to see how it works. Like, I don't know if Falah noticed it, but Musalman and Faladin have been like my lab where I'm just experimenting with art styles and stuff. But
Which
luckily
is-
he hasn't noticed, so it's great.
No, which is how
That's
it should
the way
be.
to go,
Have
man.
ultimately
Exactly.
that where we all experiment, like storytelling with art styles.
Yeah, use all of your projects as experimental grounds, but just don't let your clients know. That's it.
Yeah.
Because like even when we were doing Finds Its Roots, I was giving Ashilesh a lot of references from this comic called Promethea, which was made by Alan Moore,
Hmm.
where I was like, you know, try something like this, which was basically the process of like how we shifted from doing the traditional comic book style, which was like quite a lot of block. If you see until Kahan Milega Musalman and all that stuff, I think Kaun Hai Musalman is where I think it's still my favorite comic because so many things are happening, you know, where like, you know, a goat is biting him and he's turning into Musalman, or they're coming back from a movie and
So that brings us back to another topic that I did want to talk about is so you know there's this argument that came up. So I was the one who instigated you to कि narrative करते हैं and now I am the one who has gone full circle and I think best way I think anybody has put together the essence of Musalman is although you're the creator, but I think Ashilesh has captured that in one line that he said, right? Musalman doing Musalman things. And that, because you can't do everything. So in this race to do the whole story, somehow वो चीज पीछे रह गया, right? Which gets back in that origin comic जहाँ उसको बकरी काट रही है, उसमें थोड़ा सा वो आता है वापस से, right? That silly Monty Python angle जो था मुसलमान का. But at the same time वही I also feel कि अभी जो ये 2 कौड़ी की घटिया गवर्नमेंट है और उनकी जो हरकतें हैं उस टाइम पे मतलब you can pull off humor, how you'll do it, what you'll do in it is a question. So coming to my question, after this 20-minute build up, my question is कि one is, are we going to come back to Musalman doing Musalman things anytime soon? Is that going to happen? That is one. So
I mean, like with all things, मेरा script ready है, अब सिर्फ illustrator का खोज है, like story.
So actually going back to that illustrator point, and I know both of you had a lot of arguments about time and schedules वगैरह. I also was having some lot of trouble actually, and with a musician. So there's a musician जिसके साथ मैं बहुत collaborate करता हूँ, and he somehow gets what I want every single time. Like I go to him, I say यार एक animated concept develop कर रहे हैं, उसका theme बनाना है. He gets me, right? But the problem I had been facing was that schedules, right? Schedules were not being met. And why, like, in the front, this is like, ha 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 ha, let me tell you a joke. But under, I'm like, time pe kyun nahi ho raha, schedule. So I was getting pissed in life ke, matlab, time yaar. And then I asked this other friend of mine who's also a musician. I was like, सारे musicians क्या ऐसे होते हैं क्या? Do they smoke ganja and they keep sleeping and that's how musicians are? Like, should I accept mentally that this is how musicians are supposed to be? Like they take 5 times the time. And this guy, the guy I asked, he works in a cruise ship. And he said a very nice thing. He said, our cruise ships travel all over the world pre-COVID. And we time to time used to have these guests, musical guests. And, the easiest people we had to work with were the top celebrities. Because they became top celebrities by being just plain professional.
Yeah.
That they would deliver stuff when they said they would deliver it. And Ashilesh, ye koi aise back punch वगैरह नहीं है. There's just a conversation point that came up.
No, yeah.
So, right, that they would deliver when they say they will, right? And that made so much sense because somebody told me about Gulzar, कि Gulzar अपने घर में काम करता है. बट सुबह उठ के वही उसका जो वो आई थिंक 5000 सफेद कुर्ते हैं गुलजार के पास, तो वो सफेद कुर्ता पहनकर ही goes to this other room and he takes his lunch with him. So he doesn't even come back to his main home to do lunch. I don't know, मतलब झूठ भी हो सकती है story, but this whole sense of like big people become big by just being like professionalism is professionalism. So Rahil, any thoughts, anything there?
Yeah, like focus is very important. Like if you have a particular timetable, like you have to stick to it, a schedule. Work as much as possible, like see your limits, and like that's what gets you. Because like if you are even to like look at industry standards, like the industry is like quite cutthroat. यहाँ पे like they demand for a page a day, or colorists have to like submit. The deadlines are very, very tight if you want to get into the professional field. But I'm just talking about this from a comic book artist point of view, and I have seen that. Like I've seen people who keep turning in like work every day, वो जो break नहीं लेते and all that. But yeah, that is important.
I'm not talking about overwork at all. Like I'm not endorsing
हाँ.
overwork, but I'm just saying, you when you say you will do a certain thing by that time, you mean it. Like you do
हाँ, you need to
that.
understand your limits.
Yeah.
कि
Yeah.
अगर मेरे से if there are like X number of artists who can finish like like one page a day, and मेरा limit बस इतना ही है कि I can do it in like 4 days, then बढ़ा चढ़ा के नहीं बोलना, because from experience I've seen that like you get stuck.
Yeah, because like the whole creative endeavor of
Ah.
coming up with a page is like a thing, because I don't understand what Ashilesh goes through, because it's a task. For me, writing a page is easy. For him to sit and translate it to illustration obviously takes the amount of time it does. And even though as much as I push him to do faster, I have that in the back of my head, like it will take the amount of time it is supposed to take, and there's little I can do about it because that thing's out of my control.
नहीं ये तो this is the biggest fucking beef I had with writers. Like तुम तो पेन उठा के, oh let me write
लिखते हो.
thousand horses fucking each other while series flowing in the sky. I love to draw 1,000 horses. Why don't you draw write 5,000 horses, each of them individually colored? I love it. Do it. And it'll take you fucking 1 minute to write that sentence. You're done, and then my job begins.
हाँ.
So this is where like Fala gets very annoying, because he's like so good at telling you that the story is so easy. Like I'm like, yeah, I can totally do this. It's full of confidence. Like the last comic that we made, there's like a particular character which has multiple something, which I didn't realize I had to draw multiple times. This sounds very wrong now that I realize the way I'm saying
No,
it.
go for it. Don't worry. No holds barred. Anyways, तुम अब साथ में तो काम करने वाले नहीं हो. तू गाली वाली भी निकाल दे इसको.
तो पहला पेज में मैंने किया, I was like, okay, this looks fine. Then I'm like, okay, इसमें और 15 pages है where I have to draw the same guy with this many somethings multiple times. And I'm like, are you sure we need to have his thing all the time? Can we like reduce it? Why does it have to be him? Can we change the character? So it is so like, but when he pitched me the idea, I was like very excited. I'm like, this is a great character. I would love to draw this multiple times. But when it came to actually drawing it, it was quite the task.
I mean, characters are also like a main thing, but like problems like drawing rain or trains, like, which is another thing that he's had an issue with, like drawing trains and getting them right.
I think I think Adhiraj is one person I've worked with. Like he's my like closest collaborator, and in my life I think this is the biggest disagreement we have, where I tell him that, brother, writer and artist are never the same time. It takes us fucking 20 times the time to do what it takes you like 1 minute to write. And I generally think fucking writers of this world, they should get their heads out of their ass and like एक बार just खड़े होके artist को ऐसे standing ovation दो यार कभी कभार like हाँ अभी दे, please clap for all of us who break our bones and हम pencil घिस के अंधे हो चुके हैं.
I feel so bad.
I can't hear the claps. I can't hear the claps. Please, ताली नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है.
I don't know why my speaker is so
Okay.
clapping all of this.
Thank you. So I was just saying वो writer artist वाला जो हम discuss कर रहे थे ना, उसमें there's this one thing and I've written it, I've pasted it यहाँ, which I now realize, I was telling you, oh, a lot of magic happens when the writer and artist are the same person. I realized when I actually write and draw my own things, I slack off a lot. So when I'm writing it, I'm like, यार ये 15,000 घोड़े यार कौन बनाएगा, काट देता हूँ, delete 5 horses, remaining 900 horses have died on the way. So what I did was I wrote this line and I put it up here near my work desk. It says, when you're writing, write for like as if there's some other artist who, you know, is your absolute slave who has to do it. And when you start drawing it, then it's a commission. Then it's a commission project. You have to see it through. And I think that's how I end up then doing those kode marne wali punishment activities to myself. So I was actually at this point I want to ask is ke, is Musalman going to then again be like this, you know, absolute Musalman doing Musalman things again or nahi?
No, so I don't think I can go back from the narrative that I've already created, because like for me it's like I think this one cycle is complete and then it goes on another circle journey where he'll be doing it'll be a big plot, but I'll try and keep the humor in as much as I can possible, because humor is the garnish that I need to put on it to make it my thing, right? Like, because body story koi bhi bana dega, but the joke hai wo mera, like, you know, only I would probably come up.
Yeah. Your
So
fucking
it'll be-
your life's B track where policemen are saying how pretty you are, are saying pickup lines while you've been kept for 20 hours in a cell.
Yeah, so I have like a long narrative plotted out. Whether it'll be funny or not will be like a process that I'll find out while writing it.
So there's this one thing I feel, मुझे ये सबसे ही पूछना है actually. यार तुम लोग को लगता है कि हम लोग पूरे हमारे जो comics industry है अभी, lot of people make fucking boring comics. Do you think that? Like उन्होंने life का mission बना लिया, हम highly intellectual, oh let me tell you something, and like they made their mission in life to bore people. And like we make a lot of bad boring comics, like, and especially when they're about politics, like they fuck it up. They mostly come from the point of look at me how smart I am. Do you think that's there, or is it just me?
I agree, and I can tell you why Musalman is different is because I'm coming from a filmmaker perspective. मुझे मेरे दिमाग में ये film है. I have to then break it down into frames and still images and make it a comic, because I come from a filmmaking perspective and I want to show people a film, and that's why this becomes different from most other comics. Because if you look at Instagram ke other comics, they're either like relatable to the government, like criticizing the government, or making relatable topics kind of thing.
Yeah. That's the industry. 4 panels, criticize the government or something topical. That's it. That's the game.
Yeah.
Do that, you're done, you're sorted.
So I think the kind of things I grew up reading were formative, and why Musalman turned out different, because like, you know, like for me, Watchmen, V for Vendetta, all of these things were very important things which I read very early on, and I wanted to emulate that, and that's why this turned out the way it is. And like honestly, the original Musalman idea is live action. For me, making it into a comic is compromise because budget constraints and like what I can pull off in live action. But I'm making a compromise by turning a live action idea into comic. That's why it's different.
But I remember, you know, time to time you send me all these horny messages whenever you come up with something you're really excited, middle of the night, you start sending me like 5,000 messages suddenly, and my phone is like ping, 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 and I might be like sleeping, eating food, like, you know, अपनी बीवी को एक romantic गजल सुना रहा हूँ, and बीच में पुडिंग 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 पुडिंग, Fala has an idea, Fala needs you, you are not important. So in that, one day you came up with this thing, like it was a realization for you where you said that, you know, you said, I absolutely love it. Like the speed at which I can make stuff, which I can never do in live action. Right.
Yeah, and the freedom of the frame, like, you know, like we can like, I won't say it's we, like, because it's like I need another person, but we can make people go to space, we can have aliens, we can have like, you know, like a monster with 10 heads, whatever the fuck. Live action mein like jaan nikal jayegi, like, you know, doing the VFX and paise and all of that stuff.
And somehow,
like comics, I think, is the most cost-effective medium that I've like.
Exactly. And it has no limitations, and somehow I feel, you know, and it's sometimes such a downer. I see left, right, and center. There are very few people who use that to good effect. right? Like you said, na, ki you think of it cinematically. Yes, think of it cinematically. Why not think of it cinematically? Like, why does, if, you know, agar kuch log ne graphic novel mein kuch serious, you know, comics have grown up, they're graphic novels now. तो कुछ लोग ने कर दिया तो जरूरी नहीं है ना that everybody has to be, you know, this, let me tell you a story, grayscale, it's about my suffering when I walk alone in the night and you know कुछ होता है, I don't know this, I don't know, I think I need to पता नहीं क्या है. Anyways,
So much frustration.
I can't even like explain kya hai, but
I think the other comic writers need to do better jobs. That's basically.
I feel entertainment. Like if we come back to start
Entertainment.
just look at
Manoranjan.
comics like entertainment. I think boring your audience is a crime.
Yeah.
So I think beat to beat अच्छा होना चाहिए. Like the goalpost should be बड़ा प्यारा सा goalpost है ना. It's such a beautiful goalpost to make something that will not bore people. Right. And by that I don't mean सिर्फ humor करना है. Thriller करो, horror करो, जो भी है. All the genres are open. Anywho, ठीक है. So after this, I will go to last thing, which is the biggest topic, which is biggest bone of contention you and I have. And I think this needs to be discussed here, is that is Musalman, and I've told you that a lot, right? Is Musalman about you? Is it Fala ka whatever Fala wants to do? Or is it about regular audiences? It's about everyone who reads it? Or is it about, you know, the target audience is urban Muslims who you want to reach out to? Or is it about Muslims all over the world, right? And last is it about the audience and maybe not about you? So there's 4 different directions. I see this is we have discussed this before, but Rahil is here, so you're not the fucker, you don't own the Muslim license anymore because you fuck you. Now
Another card holding Muslim is here.
Card holding Muslim is here from Muslim Association of Muslims. Proper card holding Muslim is here. So yeah, now go for it.
First question, how can it not be about me? Because it's like it's coming from that deep ass place where even Musalman's origin story of him being going to Kutch and everything, I did that personally because my forefathers come from Kutch. I went there looking for my roots, whatever the fuck, and found whatever I did. So like even his origin story is deeply tied in with my own history. So it is definitely about me. Secondly, I think it's not a story about the audience as much as the story I want to tell the audience worldwide. Ki like ye suno, ye bhi ho sakta hai types, you know. In the sense ki it's a narrative I want to put out because I used to hang out with a lot of documentary filmmakers in 2019, and one of them, the senior most guy, right? So he was telling ki like, you know, there needs to be a new narrative. क्योंकि like ये same दंगा फसाद Hindu Muslim narrative चलते ही आ रहा है. There needs to be a new narrative, and this was my attempt at creating that new narrative of pushing the conversation in a new direction. And that's why it became that, because I'm trying to be the philosophical ideologue who puts forth like a vision of the ideal or whatever the fuck. So because superheroes itself come from that idea of an ideal man, because Supermensch, the Ubermensch sort of a thing. So for me, it was about putting forth a version of a Muslim character that embodies the ideal that I would like to see in the world.
But like I always feel that, you know, it's a strange thing, and I think it's true also for India and for a lot of places, that culture overtakes the religion. For example, a Mallu Muslim has nothing to do with a UP ka Muslim. They're poles apart. Unka apas mein kuch lena dena nahi hai, right? And you put a Bengali Muslim in there, and you take a Punjabi Muslim. The culture overtakes, and that goes without saying across the world.
Yeah.
Having said that, what I always believe, and I have right? I have no skin in the game in any way, right? I haven't drawn this, I haven't illustrated it. But just because you have eaten my head by telling me like 20,000 hours of your ideas, I somehow believe if this character could be representative of, what the uh, young Indian Muslim feels today in our country, maybe. Because, it's sometimes it's just good to have somebody, like, especially when a fictional character can hold your hand and tell you, don't worry, we'll figure it out. Or, I'm with you. I think that has just such an immense value in it. Like it becomes social service then. It goes beyond you. Like it's not, it just becomes important to so many people.
Yeah.
So I don't
No,
know.
but like, so
What are your thoughts? Anybody?
one of the rules that I follow, that one of my favorite writers, Kurt Vonnegut, said is like, if you open up the window and try to make love to the world, your story will get pneumonia.
I
If you're
agree.
trying to like write a story that's like all pleasing, that will encompass all Muslims, it will end up being nothing.
I agree.
Then I don't feel like Muslim things, that relatable comics type trip, it will become like, hey, are you Muslim? Do you relate to this?
Sure.
It'll go into that space. It ultimately, like, I feel like you need to figure out who your audience number one is in your head, who you're trying to tell the story to, and write it as if I'm talking to that person. Is how I think I follow it. And talking about
hello.
One little thing about that I've seen about Musalman is that Fala really like takes a lot of time to create and develop the surroundings of the characters. There was a time when I think there is also one comic where Musalman has an RX, and RX is actually a proper Bangalore Muslim. Like it's a stereotype basically. Like if you hear an RX like drrr karke idhar se udhar jayegi, then you know that it's got to be some Shivaji Nagar ka Londa or something. So like how Sumit said ki it's like when you use a term like Musalman, and but then when we are living in a country which has so many different cultural differences, like culturally, like you might belong to the same religion, but वो culture जब अलग होता है, then like me being a Bangalore Muslim, I would see that RX ka reference. But then again, there are also other things that Fala actually talks about using the character of Musalman. Like, there is this one little thing where Musalman takes a drug, and very recently I had also watched a movie called Mughal Mowgli. And there is a scene where the character played by Reza Ahmed is like smoking a joint behind a mosque, and then there's this guy who comes to him and he's like, bro, like you're not supposed to smoke it, and this guy is like, no, this is haram, bro. And there's this exchange going on where the other guy is basically gaslighting Reza Ahmed's character into saying that नहीं अगर तुमको पसंद आता है तो वो हराम नहीं है, it's just मकरू. मकरू का मतलब क्या होता है कि it's something that is frowned upon. So I think that, sorry, I kind of deviated a little, but there is some kind of a universality also in Musalman, where it's not just about वो bike का thing that got me interested as a Bangalore Muslim, but also stuff like the drugs taking scene.
Because a Muslim isn't just a Muslim because he reads namaz 5 times a day or fasts or follows religion.
Others Muslim.
Because even the drug taking reference came from, because around the time when lockdown started, I was going out and shooting stuff with like a journalist friend. And while our car ran out of petrol, we were trying to get petrol and whatnot. Two guys came up on the bike, both of them Muslim, and both of them on MD all the time. Like MDMA is like a ecstasy, if people don't know. So there's a whole drug subculture in Islam. And there's another thing that I want to explore in the next season is bring in a character called Musalman X, who will be the black Musalman. Because even though we all talk about Muslims, we all think Arab or Indian, but there's a whole millions of population of black Muslims we don't even think of as Muslims. So I think that is another aspect I want to bring in of the black Muslim narrative and all of that stuff, because Musalman is not one thing. Maybe there could be like a Muslim League of Musalman of different countries that come together, each representing whatever Muslims are in that that space. So I don't think
Okay.
the Muslim culture can be embodied by one character.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best to like diversify that up as well.
I think why that's put together nicely. Ke what all of us get excited by is that this character is just endless
Mm.
in terms of interpretations, where it can go, what can happen, uh, and I think why you said perfectly कि when you try making something for everybody, वो कभी नहीं चलेगा. You have to make it one thing, go with one thing at one time, and I personally feel it has to be the writer, the creator, uska vision, uska decision. That's how the best things happen. ग्रेट. तो सही है. एंडिंग नोट पे किसी को दो शब्द कहने हैं कुछ. एनीबॉडी वांट्स टू से इन केस ऑफ फला दिस 20,000 शब्द, बट एनीबॉडी.
Yeah, I think Rahil and Spud finish now closing.
That is not closing. That's like all of us will leave. We will keep going on. Then we'll meet tomorrow.
ये बरखा बन के बैठ गया अभी फला.
Okay. Anything, guys? Anything? We are finishing Musalman. It's one thing, a nice thing, right? A very organic thing. Ashilesh and you did together, and
yes, very much.
And it's a project. I think both of you will be proud of this collaboration.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's gone beyond being a social media thing, because initially it started off as something we put on social media and the likes and the shares or whatever matter. But I think over the course of making the last few ones, I'm seeing the real world repercussions of the story, right? Because like when we did Musalman and Star Woman, and we put Elon Musk in there, and Elon Musk had come on the Joe Rogan podcast in the old set, never come on the new set, and it was a creative decision that Ashilesh decided like, no, we're going to put him in the new set, and we put Elon Musk there, and a week later real Elon Musk showed up on real Joe Rogan ka show in that exact set. So stuff we are making up in fiction is happening out there in the real world in a short period of time. So it's like it's no longer about social media and telling stories, because I'm seeing the real world effect of what the story is doing, is what I feel.
सही.
अच्छा ज्योतिषी भी बन गए अभी.
हाँ, ज्योतिष.
Rahil, Ashilesh, actually, Ashilesh, anything on your end of this run, this great, your dream has been fulfilled. You wanted to make a comic. Now you've made a comic, and what next? Are you going to? What are you going to do?
It's actually really depressing, because like I feel like I've overachieved with Musalman, and that's like the constant thing I have on my head. I'm like, whatever I do has to either live up or surpass it, which I'm constantly thinking about it. Like any big project, ek do drawing to yahan chalega, but whenever I think about like writing a story, I'm like, this isn't good enough. This is not worth it. So in a way, you ruined my life. But other than that, it has been great.
It's just giving me so much joy. Go on.
Also, I don't think it's the end of our collaboration. His main case is payment.
Yes.
If I can find the money to pay him what his
I will be back very much.
Deserve, we will definitely make more together. It's not like मैं उसे कभी नहीं देखूंगा, दूर हो जाऊंगा. Like case पैसे का मामला है. जब Buckermax starts minting NFT money and we get.
God, seriously, here, like if Buckermax had the money to, back this up, like that'd be the first project I'll back up.
Wait, this is a recording, right? Okay, we have that on record.
No, for sure. It's a project that I believe in, and of course I'll take away all the copyright, merchandising rights, filmmaking rights, live action rights. Any particular similar looking characters cannot appear anywhere. Ashilesh's hand will be mine. But to be serious, we also are still fighting this battle too. So what happens is, in comics and animation, everybody's splattered. Everybody's alag jagah ek pada hai. Somebody's trying to do something. What we are trying to do is just create this one engine through which we can do what we want to do, but other people can also do what they want to do. right?
Hmm.
So for example, if Buckermax ever succeeds at selling, one adult animated show, then we have we can open that up to everybody else also, right?
Hmm.
And those are the kind of things we're trying to see if we can, and that's the attempt at creating this company, that if this company can just be that engine through which you can make your comics, your concepts. And like how Fala also put it, right? Like it's just so easy to tell these large scale ambitious concepts through comics. It's just such a beautiful medium to do that. Because बार बार हम लोग को people come to us, they pitch comics once in a while, and we have to define कि अच्छा what kind of comics does Buckermax work with. And I think the best definition we have till now come up with, that either it is funny or it has to be high in imagination. Like it has to be so original, so high in imagination that it creates new worlds, it creates new people, that it creates new universes. Either that, or it has to be fucking like laugh out loud funny. So Musalman has been both of those things, right?
Damn.
As a card holding Muslim, I mean, when I started off making comics, I was in a completely different state of mind. I was working on a comic series called Sufi Comics, and it got into Muslim philosophy and all that. I mean, it helped me, but then was satirical angle, you couldn't find it anywhere unless and until it was some controversial work. Musalman hasn't been that controversial for now. And I'm very happy for it, because like you need to like ease the audience into something and then like ऐसे धमाका करना चाहिए. I don't know if
Because
need to find a
it's
better word, but
it's a lot like trickery in the terms of like, even I think we had a disagreement in when you were saying ki, like ये Chandrasekhar comic necessary hai kya, or is this necessary in the story? For me, it's a lot of like trickery. It's like distraction, misdirection, and finally the big reveal. So for me, it's like an elaborate card trick that I'm playing with the audience. And when it comes to
Go on.
being funny, like a lot of people, what they don't get is like I did 7 years of stand-up. Like I have experience of live audience interaction, which has played a huge deal in how I write the comic, which a lot of people don't go out and do, I'm guessing, from what you're saying. Like man, like week in, week out, 7 saal ke liye jaake, like I learned what makes people laugh and what the beats are and all of that stuff. So that work cannot be substituted, that cannot be taught.
Absolutely. ये जो घिस के जो आता है ना, and that's why वो उसका value is in gold, and that's why I was actually the old man inside me was laughing when Spud was saying, I've made now Musalman, I've overachieved, what will I do now? And I've written 2 graphic novels, both 200 pages. Then I've written 1 graphic novel which is 600 pages. News Laundry can never publish it because it's just so fucking long. And then I made like 300 comics on Buckerman, and I'm listening to him. Tell me more. Oh, yes, tell me. Oh, so much achievement. Yes, why not? And then I, like, this old man inside me felt like coming and smacking him, but I think Fala is saying is perfect, that those years and years of just repeating a task, right, to be at it again and again. Jiska best word for it is riyaz, right? And the value of riyaz is like it's worth its weight in gold. So if you're, and to be honest, there's this other thing also. It's sort of a curse, which is, I've seen that in graphic novels, most Indian creators of graphic novel don't have a second work. Most of them have like this first work they did, they haven't published a second book. Very few have published a second book. And there's this curse of the second, right? So I think, like, if you're worried about agla kya karunga, acha hoga nahi hoga, I think just let's work together. Let me commission you one story of Ichhadhari Tatti. Just make
Oh,
fucking
yes,
Ichchadari
yes.
Tatti, right?
Yes, I will definitely do that.
And once you draw Tatti, like that's done. That's your second work. Khatam ho gaya.
Yeah.
Then
And
the
there's
curse
but
is
I
over.
surpassed it.
Kya
And
kya?
there's 5 Aladdin that are written that you also can get to work.
Yes, yes. No, but like I'm glad you brought up Ichhadari Tatti because I think I have changed people's lives by telling them about Ichhadari Tatti because people have told me like, what if there isn't an audience for my work? What if people don't care about my work? And I'm like, guys, there is this comic about actual shape-shifting Tatti. If people are reading that, they will read your shit. Do not worry.
Empowerment.
Empowerment.
Yes, yes.
Sure. Yeah, one of these days, the author of Kari, na, Amruta Patil, she also sent me this photo of, her family reading Ichhadari Tatti. And she was like, I fucking blood nikalta hai mere haathon se. I paint like manual frames, all this. And my family is fucking reading your ghatiya Ichhadari Tatti. And I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. But nahi, there is some value in this also. And, her nice person took over. But coming back to Musalman, one thing that it taught me above everything else is how to be an editor, right? Because I had not edited anything before. And it's just such a strange task. Because I write, I draw, so I see so many things. I want to scream them out loud. I do scream them out loud. Then I say sorry to you so many times. And, you also are extremely great that you stand your ground. And that is something I really appreciate in creative people, that, you should stand your ground, that I'm not going to give in. You have your opinion, go fuck yourself. I'm going to do this because I have written this. So I think it's taught me a lot about how to be a better editor, if not good. I'm still learning how to be an editor, but I think I learned a new skill through this strange partnership that both of you had. So cool. So at this note, Mr. Mohsin, you any words of golden words that you would want to add as friend of Bakar Max and card holding Muslim?
As a friend of Bakar Max, I'm looking forward to more, not just Musalman comics, but also like Fala is this uh, powerhouse. I'm really choosing my words, okay? But दिखता बहुत अच्छा है, and I just hope that he gets more comics out. I would like to see more of Musalman ka stories, but exploring a little more like other topics. I've heard a lot of other stories that haven't really made it online, but hearing from whatever he has in his mind, it's quite an ambitious thing. And that's about it, yeah. और क्या बोलूं?
Great.
And
That's
not
such a
get
great
in the
note
process.
to end it on, right? That we get to see more of
Yes, yes.
Musalman and
Yeah,
more of what Falah has in his mind. And
yeah.
Artist Pudge can get over, his achievement in life. He's done so much. He's
Yeah,
overachieved.
I hope he
Yes, yes,
surpasses
yes.
it
So
for
much
sure
pain.
because Ashilesh is doing some really good stuff, and I think you should just continue doing that. Concentrate on like whatever you're doing right now, man. It's fucking amazing. But the Musalman was, I think that, yeah, you're right. That's actually like a really good work of yours, and I think we should see more comics from you also, and not
Yeah.
just like stop at
I think
Musalman and
first is get over the curse. Do the second comic. Do the second.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think that's the thing. Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah. Great. So, okay, we're done. Thank you, everyone. I hope all of you had fun listening to this third class Ghatia conversation that this is just a eye grab. We're doing this to make you read Bakar Max. We don't like give two shits about like podcast. It's the most third class medium of, people masturbating with whatever. So anyways, we had Fala with us, we had Rahil, we had Ashilesh and myself, and you'll find links to all their works below. You'll find links to the Musalman comics. I really suggest that you go read all of them from start to end. You also read Faladin, which is another story that Falah did, and it's a great story about modern day Aladdin story. and which Ashilesh illustrated. You'll find links to Rahil's work below this podcast. And thank you so much. तुम लोग को है कुछ बोलने वोलने का, कुछ plug करना है? Anything you want to plug? It's a great time to plug. This is the plugging. Extra is the plug. Plug something.
If
Follow me on
people want to
Instagram, the
collaborate
artist
with-
bud.
Sorry.
Thanks for
Yes.
stealing my thunder immediately.
Okay. Siles beta दोबारा करो.
Yes. Please follow me on Instagram, the artist bud. I have something big coming up soon, which hopefully Sumit will not steal. I am genuinely scared.
I'm going to steal it left, right, and center. Next podcast you see, Bakar Max ka will have like this background, same background you've drawn, like literally drawn, same screenshot लेके
So much
उसको
regret.
वो करूँगा मैं ink, and it'll have all the characters animated doing this podcast. Anyways, plugging. Yes, Rahil, anything to plug? Anything?
Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Don't DM me, please. Gmail me. It's better.
Okay.
Bas.
Just such a
And
snooty artist.
Time नहीं मिलता यार कुछ करने.
यार एक तो तू इतना शरीफ आदमी है ना, तेरे से I can't even get fake angry at you. Like at Fala, I can easily get angry. Like I see his face, I know he's going to speak 20,000 hours of things and I'm angry. But you just such a wind of calmness.
That's the thing of Bangalore, yaar. Like you find
Yes,
unpredictability in every gully.
Sure.
Weather भी वैसा है, लोग भी वैसे हैं. It's like that only.
Delhi is highly predictable. It's a toxic place. You live here, you become like me. You'll start losing your hair. You'll start getting angry for no reason. You'll just be. It's a bad place. It's the worst place to live in. Just plugging Delhi. Anyways, Fala, anything you want to end? Let's please end. Timer is at 2 minutes. Less than a minute.
So
Go
then-
on.
since he mentioned that Ashilesh is not going to be working on Musalman anymore, so if any artists are watching and want to collaborate with me, please DM me. And we'll make
Cheap
cool comics.
But okay, so anybody who wants to work on Musalman, please reach out to Fala. Thank you for listening. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Let's keep doing that until it closes by itself. Bye.
Allah Hafiz.
Bye. Salam alaikum.
Jai Shri Allah.
Walaikum assalam.
Yes.
Jai Shri Ram.
Wish
Hello.
you
Jai Shri
Anand, Jai Shri Allah.
Bye.
Jai Shri Allah.
Bye. I'm not listening notes. Come on, guys. Kuch aur. Bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.
What's
Bye.
happening?
Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
You guys are really committed.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Nahi, come on, guys. Come on. Bye. Bye. Commit to it. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Video, no audio also. Bye. Come on, guys. 10 seconds. Come on.
Wait, हो गया अभी. Bye.
Bye. Bye. La 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 la.
Bye.
Bye. Ashilesh, come on, guys. Come on. Don't give up on me.
मैंने लिख दिया और क्या?
बोलना bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sing it. Come on, guys.
Wait,
like
wait,
show it
timer
like
खत्म
inner
क्यों नहीं हो रहा है?
creativity. Come on.
I have never felt a minute be so long.